Hiya. So it's me again. And today, it's not looking much better than what it was just a few days ago. Or was it yesterday? I'm getting loopy, being completely honest. So essentially, the MapleStory Southeast Asia patch notes were released, and we are coming to the conclusion that player satisfaction was not MapleStory's endgame, but it was in fact the Soul Erda booster. This is terrible, man. It's terrible for people who pay and don't pay for it. So essentially, the Soul Erda booster is an item that costs $30 US, and can only be purchased once per world per 30 days. So you can't have this on, or you can't check in with multiple characters or get the rewards multiple times for characters that you want to boost the 6 job on. And it lasts for 30 days. So basically a monthly subscription for $30. And essentially what it does is it gives you a new system where you can check in. And when you check in, you get 1 Soul Erda energy. This is not to be confused with a complete Soul Erda. A Soul Erda is 200 Soul Erda energy. So 1/5 of a total Soul Erda and 4 Soul Erda fragments, which is the second material. And when you check in, it basically gives you a stamp. And it's kind of like if you get a coffee at McDonald's. When you get all the stamps, you get a bonus reward at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you get to the end, you don't even get both of the rewards. You can only choose one. And it's either 20 Soul Erda fragments or 2 intense Soul Erda energy, which is 500 Soul Erda energy, which is only 1 complete Soul Erda. One of them. So assuming that you check in all days of the week, you are only granted a bonus of 2,400 Soul Erda energy. So you go from getting 7 Soul Erda, or 7,000 Soul Erda energy, to 9.4 thousand. For the low price of $30. Man, it's ridiculous. This is really bad. This is, like, comically bad. So, just for reference, that we can understand how comically bad this is, the increase of buying the Soul Erda booster over not buying it is roughly a 34% increase over what it's like to not have it. So essentially, for the people who pay, this is the only increase that you're getting for $30 a month, which, if anything, is more expensive than VAC pets. And the benefit that VAC pets give is infinitely higher than this. And for the people who don't buy it, of course, they're falling behind. So, it's very simple to understand where the message is going now. Do not buy this shit. It's terrible. It's actually terrible. For any of my sweaty endgame nerds, if you guys buy it, y'all are actually rats. This is what y'all look like if you buy the Soul Erda booster. Please do your part and do not purchase that goddamn thing. It's terrible. It's that bad. If you buy this thinking, oh, I'm gonna be number 1 and I'll min-max so much faster than everybody else, this is what you look like. You are supporting the practices that make this game terrible, and then you wonder why nobody plays it. Please do not purchase this absolute garbage system. It's terrible. I cannot say this any more times. I'm just like, I really need to beat it down. If this gets implemented into the game and not changed whatsoever, this will cause a significant downfall in MapleStory. A huge downfall. I don't want to be a doomer, but it might even kill it. it might even single-handedly strike down 20 years that they spent building this game. And you can say whatever, the game has been getting better over the past couple. I've been playing for the past 4 or 5 years. And I can say genuinely from the bottom of my heart, the game has been getting better. Sure, there's been controversial updates and changes, like totems, like Kishin getting removed, right? These are controversial. You can make a debate or argument that may actually be good or bad for the game. And I understand both viewpoints, but everybody in unison can agree that the Soul Erda booster is just terrible, and everything just about the Soul Erda cap. It's not good for casual players, because they won't be able to even make the most out of the Soul Erda booster. Because if they pay $30 and miss the days, then they're just losing $30. And for the people who play, they don't even get to grind and play the game. This just reinforces the issue that existed a few days ago with the Soul Erda cap, but now it's even worse because you're involving monetization with it. This is terrible. And I hope from the bottom of my heart, I really hope that this gets reverted. Even for the players of Maple Sea, they need to speak up. They need to speak up against this. We can't just sit around and be like, oh, but they won't listen to us. It's a lazy way of thinking. It really is. So before I go, my final message, change the world or something if you want to throw the meme out there. But for real, I think it would be fantastic if the content creators who are speaking up against it currently came together to speak up about it. And not even just keeping it within the realm of MapleStory. If we were to expand our influence even greater beyond that and get this message out to the entire Western market, that would be awesome. Because how we get change is we make them listen. And how do you make, these sorts of companies listen? You get huge amounts of influence. And in order to get that influence, we need to work together. So for anybody in the comments, whether you want to add content creators that you may know, large or small in scale, do your part, please. And for any of the other content creators for MapleStory, I would love to get involved. My DMs are open if you need me to do something, because I'm pretty much here raring to go, hoping that maybe I can do something to really, spread this message and bring it along so that we can make MapleStory just a better game. I'm sorry if if I'm a little choppy right now, or I'm not speaking very straightforward, but it's kind of all just coming off the dome, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And once again, please remember to like, comment, sub, get it out there, please. You would be doing me an absolute solid. Also, once again, I'm going to link the MapleStory forums down below. Apparently, it actually makes a huge difference if you leave your input there, because that's where a lot of the executives are actually looking and keeping an eye out. So, yeah. That's it for me. I am disappearing. Goodbye.